Hello everybody, I'm the Lazy Kiwi and welcome to another Create a Sim video. Today I'll be doing a kind of like challenge that I've not done in a while, and I think I've only done it one other time, but I am going to be spinning a wheel to see what type of animal I'm going to base my sim off of. So for example, if we spin the wheel and we get a crocodile, I have to try to make my sim resemble a crocodile in some way, which would be very difficult, but I think we can maybe make it work. I'm gonna do this with ladies though, because I have a lot more female CC, but I think without further ado, let's jump in and do our very first generation. To start today off, our very first animal is going to be a giraffe. I love giraffes. Oh my goodness, this is one of my favorite animals. Now, obviously, there's not really any easy way for me to do this, so I'm really gonna try my best. We are going to start off with this sim that we have, and I'm gonna see if I can maybe use like the new tattoo thing to make this work somehow. I really truly don't know if this is gonna work. I'm going to see what's gonna be easier to make the white lines or make the like, oh, this is not small enough at all. Okay, this is much better. So we're gonna try to see if making oh goodness, no. Oh my goodness. Okay, honestly, I don't think this is too bad at this point. The only problem is having to do this on her entire body is going to be an extreme pain. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave this for now. I'm not gonna leave this like this. Like, this was just a test to see if this is gonna work, and I do think it does give the right idea. But if you've ever seen a giraffe, they have like more like white legs and then it goes up into the brown spots. Of course, I will add images of the animals as we get them, so we're gonna try to make the outfit first, maybe, and the face and everything. I also found this really cool art that somebody made, and I would love to imitate that a little bit. I'll put it up on the screen now for you guys, but this looks so cute, so I'd love to do something similar. Obviously, I will not be able to make that whole, like, you know, giraffe body. But like, you'll see more or less what I want to do eventually, but for now I'm just gonna see what I can do for the face. Okay, I think this is more or less what I'm going to do face-wise for this character. So now I'm just gonna do some skin details as well. I do think I'm gonna rather maybe do something more similar to what the picture has with the facial markings at least, so like some lines and stuff, because if I were to imitate an actual giraffe, this would look absolutely insane. Okay, this is what I have after these skin details. I absolutely love her so far. She's so cute, but I am going to quickly actually remove all of the tattoos that she has because I do not want that. And now I'm going to do on her face. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be so hard. What the heck?
One eternity later.
Okay, honestly, I think I'm gonna leave it like this. I know it's not perfect, but we're just gonna keep it like this, call it a day. This took way too long just to do this, and it does look insane, but we're just gonna move on. I do like in the image that I'm kind of referencing, I do really like the blue eyes because it really pops with the outfit and stuff, but I think for mine, because I really want to more imitate the giraffe than this image, we're gonna do brown. Something like this would be really pretty. And now for the makeup. In the image I'm referencing, there's not really a lot of makeup going on, but I do want my sim to have a bit of makeup. Something like this I think is really nice. Now for the hair. Now the hair I am gonna try to imitate with the white. I don't know about the style, but definitely the color. I do want something that's almost gonna hide some of the beautiful art that I made on her face, you know. For no particular reason. Oh, although I do really love this on her. I don't know, I think that looks so cool. Okay, fine, I'll do this one. We're just gonna have to live with the really wonky lines. I don't know how people do this, like with the animals, for example. I've seen people do incredible animals, And then here I am trying to do something to a face, literally just lines, and it's the worst thing that's ever happened to me in my life. Anyway, I'm gonna make the ears real big because I want to kind of imitate giraffe ears. So we're just gonna make those. We'll make them slightly pointier, not really pointy, but just slightly pointier. Maybe if I add a slightly lighter color into the ears, that can also imitate it a bit more. Also, why does this not have the symmetry thing to have it on both sides? Because now I have to do this again on every single side, and that just makes it so much worse. I don't know why I'm spending this much time on one of these. Like, this is gonna take me forever, especially if I want to do the entire body with dots. Oh, I actually really like that. I think it does make it look more like giraffe ears. I don't know, you guys will have to let me know what you think of this, but so far so good. I do think I want to look for a necklace that's like all around the neck to maybe elongate it a bit, but I don't know if I have anything like that. The only thing I can really think of is something like this, which is not exactly what I want to go for. Instead, I just think I'm gonna go for something like this. I do think I also have matching earrings for this one. Yes, these ones. Like, that's fun. I don't know. I'll see about the color once I figure out the outfit, but for now, this is what we're gonna go for. Oh, I really don't know what I want to do. I kind of was tempted to do a turtleneck because that is kind of like almost elongating the neck, but I'm not really finding anything that can work with the rest of like the ideas that I have, because I do definitely want to make some dots over the body, so the legs almost have to be exposed. Genuinely, I kind of want to use this. I think this could be so cool. But color-wise, I'm kind of almost thinking we'd rather go for more muted colors. Maybe something like this, actually. So I changed out the earrings and stuff to rather be like this. And now for... oh, wait, shoes and stuff first. Oh my goodness. I wish I had like custom content that almost represents like hooves. But I definitely don't think I have anything like that in my game. So I'm just gonna go for the next best thing. Heels. I think this is all that I'm gonna do outfit wise. I know it seems a bit simple now, but once I actually do start like putting in, you know, paint and stuff, it's going to be a lot different, and yeah, I hope at least it's gonna be good. So this part I'm gonna fully make like this white-ish color to represent almost the way that a giraffe's legs work. And the dots down here I am gonna keep smaller, and then as they go up they can become bigger. Okay, I think you guys can kind of get what I'm going for with this. Now I'm just gonna speed everything up so that I don't have to just sit here and try to commentate over all of this, but this is the general vibe, and we're gonna do this for her legs, this arm, and then do dots everywhere else. This is gonna be so much fun. Okay, finally. Oh my goodness, I'm done. I decided that I'm just gonna do the opposite, like leg and arm for this, because there is no way that I was going to be doing every arm and leg, because that would have just taken way too long. But this is now what we have. I absolutely love how this turned out. Definitely let me know what you guys think of this, but this is gonna be our first sim for today, which was a giraffe, and it took so freaking long. Okay, I am spinning for our second animal for the day. Hopefully nothing with dots. Polar bear, we can definitely do that. Okay, so again, putting up a little picture of a polar bear, although I do think everyone knows what a giraffe and a polar bear looks like, but just in case you want like a reference for this, here we go. This is what I'm gonna try to imitate. So body-wise, I kind of already do like what we have going on here. I think I will just make her even curvier actually. So like maybe something like this would be what I want to go for. And of course, we're gonna do probably the whitest skin tone that we can. I'll maybe do lips like those. Nose wise, I think I'm just gonna keep it pretty simple. And this is pretty much gonna be the face that I'll be doing. Now for the eyebrows, I do want it to look pretty like angry almost. There we go. This is kind of the vibe that I want to go for, like skin detail wise. Now for the makeup and stuff, we again have brown eyes, I think, but I think for this one, I want to make it almost more orange. I know it's not like an actual polar bear doesn't have like these really bright-ish eyes, but I think it could be fun for this Sims look. So we're gonna do this. And then for the makeup, I'm gonna keep the eyes a little simpler than the mouth, because the mouth I think I want to make completely just black. Like it almost looks like they have this cute little black smile. I don't know if I'm delusional, but that's kind of what I want to do for this. So we're just gonna make her mouth, well, her lips kind of like this, I think. And now for everything else, I definitely want some fur in this. The more fur actually, the better. So I'm definitely gonna be adding this onto this look because this is so perfect for the vibe that I want. I kind of want her to look almost menacing but have a semi-sweet face, because her face to me seems like she could be sweet if she wanted to be, but she really possibly is not. I didn't really find any references that I liked, like with the previous one where I found that giraffe lady. I really liked that one, but I didn't find anything like that for the polar bear, so I'm just gonna go off like my mind here. Maybe we can do this, because this white is a lot closer to this white than some of the other hairs are, and I like the idea of a bob on her. Oh, she's cute. Okay, now onto the rest of the outfit. Obviously, it would be cool to have more fur here. And I do have like a really furry jacket thing, if I can find it. Like pretty much this. Like I feel like this is gonna be the perfect thing to use for this character. Yes, I love this. I think this is so cute. We can do some shoes. Definitely gonna do boots. Again, if we can find something with fur, that would be great. This kind of has a little bit of fur in it. You can't really see it though, but I do still like how this looks, so I think we're gonna go for this. I really do like also that the almost only black part on the sim is her mouth. That is so realistic to what I think a polar bear looks like. The only other place I can think that they do have black is on their paws, so I think we'll make her nails black to almost represent that. And then I pretty much think this is all that I'm gonna do. This one was a lot easier than the previous one, so this is our polar bear based sim. I think she's really cute. I do still like the giraffe more though, because this took so long. It's gonna be good, you know. But I don't know, let me know which one of these you guys like the most. Now we're just gonna do one more. Hopefully this one doesn't take too long, because yeah, I've spent so much time on that flippin' giraffe. Okay, spinning the wheel. Let's see what we get for our final one for today. Cow. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I don't know about this one. I would have done this if I've not just spent an hour making a giraffe looking one. So I think we're gonna skip this one. I'm so sorry, but we are now going to rather do a wolf. I would much rather do this than a cow. So let's get to it. Let's try to make a wolf-based sim. Okay, let's get straight into this. I think I want this sim to have maybe this skin tone. The skin tone doesn't really matter that much to me, but I do want this sim to have almost a strong looking body, so I think we're just gonna up the muscles. Oh my goodness, maybe not that much. Maybe something like that. And then everything else, I don't know what color of wolf or what type of wolf I want to go for. It only said wolf, so I kind of think the very first thing I'm gonna do is add this to see which one I like the best. Honestly, I'm kind of just feeling the brown. I kind of just think we do like a little brown wolf. So I'm gonna make the skin tone a bit darker. Maybe something like this. I feel like that matches that color nicely. And then we can do the face. So for this, I definitely want like really sharp features. Like nobody's really gonna mess with this sim, I don't feel like, at least. So this is the mouth. I think we're just gonna do that. I do feel like something about her face is a little weird though, but maybe we just need hair given that she has ears, and it's really freaking me out a little bit. Okay, here's what we have after the skin details for this one. I feel like this looks really cool. I wanted to add some scarring, and I think I'm gonna make her eyes just a little bit smaller. And for the makeup, I don't really know. I do want her eyes to look a little bit more menacing, so maybe we do, okay, I think this one, and then a little bit lighter, something like this. And then as for the eyes, maybe this time we can do a blue eye. I feel like I've done brown on every single other one of these sims. I do feel like this really light blue eye is much more common on like a white wolf, but honestly, I want to make the brown wolf and I do want the blue eyes, so we're just gonna live with this. I think this looks beautiful. Now, for the hair, finally. It genuinely would be so fitting to do like a wolf cut, so I do feel like this is a really good contester for number one. Ooh, maybe we do this one. Okay, I think that's really pretty. Now for the outfit, again, I do feel like something fur could be cool, but I don't want to do the fur thing again. So rather, we're just gonna give her a nice little like wolfy style. I don't know. Maybe we almost dress her up like she's a werewolf, because you know what? Maybe she is a werewolf. Okay, not right now. She's not a werewolf right now, but maybe she is going to be soon, very soon. I almost kind of just want to give her this shirt, some jeans, and then just some fishnets and call it a day. Maybe we even do something like this. This is literally from the wolf pack. Some shoesies like this one, and definitely like an undershirt that's almost like fishnets, I think, or something like this could be really cool. I don't know too much what I want to do. Ooh, maybe we can do this. That is giving claws to me, at least, so I'm gonna do that. And then last but not least, I think we'll just add a necklace to this sim, and of course it's going to be of the moon. That just makes sense to me. And I think that is our wolf sim completed. I don't think I have a tail for this, otherwise I would have added that. So this is all of our completed sims that are based off of random animals. So we started off with the giraffe, which I still think is my favorite sim out of all of them. Again, possibly just because she took the longest, but I love this. I think it looks so cool. Then we of course have the polar bear, who also turned out really cute. I definitely think she's giving polar-y vibes, I don't know. And then we have the wolf, which I think is my second favorite out of the bunch, but of course do let me know which you guys like the most, and so on and so forth. And thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy today's video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel, as it really does help me out, and I will definitely see you all in another video. Goodbye everybody.